I've sold over 1,500 vintage watches in the past year, and 9 times out of 10, when they come in, they're all scratched up like this. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix that. So the first thing we're going to do is throw on some gloves, just because fingerprints are a nightmare to deal with, especially when you're trying to do a clean job like this. It's just something that if we can avoid, we might as well. And you can see this watch has got quite a few kind of hairline scratches from over the years, people bumping against that acrylic crystal. Maybe kind of hard to show up in this video, but trust me, they're there. Really, you probably need to take the crystal out in a perfect world, and you'd use a tool like this on a watch that's a front loader. But I'm assuming a lot of you guys at home probably don't have one of these tools, so we're going to keep the crystal in it. The first step is going to be to sand down the crystal, and I use this 1500 grit automotive sandpaper. This is the same process that automotive shops use to polish headlights, which coincidentally are made of a similar kind of acrylic plastic type material. Now, one thing to note is this isn't going to work on a mineral glass or sapphire crystal. This is just for vintage acrylic crystals. And what I'm doing now is just making sure that all the scratches are out. You can see I just pointed at one, so there's still a couple of kind of deeper scratches in there. And so we'll go back to town with the sandpaper until it's completely smooth and clear of scratches. It should be a nice dull surface. You want to make sure you don't spend too much time in one spot, otherwise you'll kind of wear a flat spot into the crystal, and when you polish it, that's really going to show up. If you have to go so deep that it starts making a flat spot, that's probably a good sign to just replace the crystal altogether. So I wipe it off here, just giving another check to make sure that all of those scratches are gone, and it looks like we're good to go. So we're going to jump over to the polishing wheel, and I just have a cheap bench grinder from Harbor Freight. These things are like 40 bucks. If this is something you're going to do a lot, it's probably an investment worth making. Otherwise, you can use a rotary tool, or honestly, you can even do this by hand with some polishing compound. Again, in a perfect world, we'd have the crystal removed, or you can use some thick masking tape to kind of cover up the bezel and make sure that you don't get any of the plating on that bezel. I've done this a lot though, like literally hundreds and hundreds of watches, and so I've got a pretty good feel at this point of how to make sure that I'm not hitting that bezel. A lot of times I'll even kind of use my hands as guards just to make sure that it never interfaces with the bezel or the crown and takes any of that plating off. And you can see we're starting to make some good progress, but still a little ways to go. So we're going to go back to the polishing wheel until all of the scratches are gone and we have our nice shine coming back that you can see here. So we're done with the polishing. Now it's time to clean this thing up, because we do have, as you can see here, a lot of kind of overspray or splatter from that polish that got all over the bezel and anywhere you don't want it to be. So my go-to here is Sprayway glass cleaner. This stuff is my absolute favorite, and I would encourage you to spray it directly on your microfiber cloth instead of the watch. Vintage watches, the gaskets and seals are oftentimes failing. So if you spray directly onto the watch, you're going to end up with moisture somewhere that you don't want. And we really have our shine on that crystal coming back to life here. But you'll notice there's quite a bit of gunk in kind of the corner of the crystal. And that's likely not from what we just did. That's probably from years and years of wear and people's dead skin cells. And so my go-to here is a soft piece of wood, pegwood, or honestly even a cheap like paint stick, things like that will work great for this. Anything soft enough to not scratch up your case and just get right there in the crack. And then again, we'll get some more of that glass cleaner, wipe off all of the dirt and debris. And now we've got our polished watch ready to go. No crystal needed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned something new or there's another tip about vintage watches that you'd like to know, drop a comment down below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help us find more watch nerds just like you, and hopefully they'll enjoy the content as well. We'll see you in the next video.